Hello and welcome to Pearl Magazine. When children show signs of speaking difficulties, expert help is crucial. Here in Hong Kong, speech therapists work with these children in either Cantonese or English to ensure their challenges have minimal impact on their learning and social skills. But what if the child's native language isn't Chinese or English? Reporter Ambrose Lee finds out what's being done to ensure these special needs children of ethnic minority families don't fall behind.
You like white or chocolate? What is this? What color is this?
Chocolate.
Oh, nice. We are from Nepal. My husband also from Nepal, but Brian born in Hong Kong. You have to make a flat first.
Brian is almost 4 years old. On this day, Brian and his mother, Mina, are trying out a new toy, Play-Doh.
Yes. Mama mixing
Mixing.
two colors.
Chocolate.
Right?
Although Mina and her husband speak Nepali between themselves, they speak only in English to their son, Brian.
I don't want him to be confused and mix him so many languages, because in school also they have to learn Mandarin and Cantonese and English. How about this one, sister?
But 2 months into Brian's kindergarten school year, issues started to surface.
We find that some of the kids, like his age or below under his age, also is speaking quite good sentence, like normal sentence. Don't do that to me. Oh, I like this. I want to go there. I heard like this word. Well, Brian was like, no. Go like this only, like single word.
Oh, look, what is this there?
If he don't know how to communicate a simple sentence, he might be problem of facing the social activities because he don't know how to talk, how to behave.
Mina doesn't always understand what Brian says and foresees potential issues.
I think he recalled the moment other people treat him rude or bad behavior. He's just getting angry. He's basically throwing the things everywhere, shouting, like this bang the toys everywhere. You need to tell mama what happened. How mama will know what happened to you? He just don't know how to express. And then that's what makes him frustrated inside. Sometimes for me it's heartbroken because I don't know what's wrong. We don't know what makes him so mad.
What's that? What's this? Kindergarten teachers recommended speech therapy for Brian, but private therapy was expensive. So she applied for government services. Brian was first interviewed by the Department of Health's Child Assessment Center in December 2020. An assessment session was then scheduled for March 2022. After the assessment, Brian will have to queue for the follow-up services suggested to him. That could take months. Mina fears this may be too little, too late for her boy.
I am very much worried. Most of the kids around his age is already like on hitting the milestones, talking so nicely, while my children is a little bit behind.
She's concerned the inability to communicate might worsen into other conditions like depression as Brian grows up and potentially have an impact on him getting a job.
Which one do you want?
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Is it a cucumber? Or is a green pepper?
While they wait for a government therapy assessment, Mina decided to also seek help from elsewhere. She took Brian to this speech therapy session at an NGO that was offered for free.
So this treatment, I think the goal is to help him to expand his vocabularies and to maybe get him to expand his length of utterances so that he can speak in longer sentence and maybe help him to speak in other grammatical structures so that his utterances won't be too simple.
What do you want?
Candies.
Candies. So you say,
Candies.
yes, you want candies.
Jackie Wong's completing a master's degree in speech therapy at the Education University. She's here today as part of a practicum. It's the third of their 10 therapy sessions.
We have to adjust and modify our strategies and toys as we go in the section because as you can see, Brian today, he is quite talkative today, and he was able to produce much longer sentence than expected.
I think when he come here, he talks more than going outside or go when I take to playground. He really feels relaxed and talking more.
Tree. Run.
Mina says this service has enabled her son to start receiving affordable and timely treatment as they wait for the government services. Jackie and her coursemate Deep Ng regularly discuss their progress with their lecturer Carmen Oi. Carmen gives them advice and guidance, especially on working with ethnic minority cases, whose first language is neither Cantonese nor English.
Have you thought of learn a few Urdu words? We can learn probably thank you or hello or good morning in Urdu. Yes. If you can surprise him with a few Urdu words, then definitely it will bring you closer to him. Then he will like you more as a Thai Gogo. Most of these EM ethnic minority families, they do not share the same language as the speech therapist. So for example, Pakistanis families will speak Urdu, Indian families speak Tamil, or Nepalese families speak Nepali, while our local speech therapists will either speak English or Chinese, as in Mandarin or Cantonese. So there is a foreseeable communication challenge.
While there's no official data from the government, Carmen estimates that every year there are 100 to 150 new ethnic minority cases who have a speech disorder.
Not all speech therapists in Hong Kong are seeing ethnic minority cases, so mainly because of the language and cultural barrier. We hope that by including ethnic minority cases in the student practicum, so with the guidance from a clinical supervisor, students learn how to work with ethnic minority children.
The high cost of therapy is another factor that could prevent ethnic minority families from seeking help for their children. Private therapy sessions range between $500 to $1,400 per hour. Carmen points out treating children with speech issues is a long-term commitment of months, if not years. And this could bring a heavy financial burden, especially for underprivileged families who may be forced to delay treatment. Carmen says the preschool years is the golden period for children to pick up their language skills. If they are not developed at this time, their academic performance may lag behind the rest of the class at school. This might also impact on their social lives since they can't express themselves.
And they are not able to make friends, so they might get isolated in the schools or even get bullied. So there will be more psycho or social problems.
Carmen highlights another problem with the assessment process, which assumes the child speaks either Chinese or English.
We do not have a standardized language assessment tool that is sensitive enough to identify the language problems in these children's second language, because the gap that we see in their language skills, it could be a true language learning problems, or it is just language differences as a second language learner. So this is the main challenge when we are seeing ethnic minority children.
Carmen is currently developing a new way of assessment that puts to test bilingual children's language learning ability rather than the knowledge of their second language. It's modeled on similar assessments developed in the West that try to eliminate bias from the lack of knowledge in second language.
Okay. Does Tala want?
Which one is?
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow. You say Tala want.
Donut.
Yes, Tala want. Here you go.
When do here?
Oh!
5-year-old Tala is also taking part in the NGO's free speech therapy sessions. He was born in Hong Kong to Pakistani parents and grew up speaking both Urdu and English. His mother brought him here because she realizes he can't seem to produce sentences in either language.
It's same. English and Urdu is the same also. Simple words or 2 or 3 words is difficult for me because when he cannot speak properly, he cannot tell me what is your problem and cannot tell to me what is the lesson in school. And me also is don't know Chinese. When he cannot speak properly, so can he read the lesson and learn the lesson.
Tala is starting primary school next year. His mother worries the demand on his speaking skills will be too high. In fact, she started realizing Tala might have a speech issue when he was 2 years old, but didn't manage to get any help for him until now, 3 years later.
I think he needed the help because he speaks clearly. But in private, we cannot afford. It's very expensive.
Today is Tala's first treatment session. We are not going to provide him with the things that he wants at once. So to create a communication attempt for him to speak out for his request, our goal is try to enhancing his expressive language ability by increasing his length of utterance and syntactic complexity, and hope that ultimately he can handle some simple conversation with others, just like his same age peers.
This NGO specializes in services for children with learning difficulties. In the past year, they have noticed a great demand for speech therapy among ethnic minority families. Very often, they are unaware of services provided by the government or other NGOs. And in addition to high costs, there are other reasons that stop them from seeking help.
They are hesitated to find the supports. They think that it is embarrassing to have such problem in their families and groups. Our social workers and therapists have to find methods to break the ice with them and to let them realize that they are not alone and they have faced the problem.
I really want him to self-dependent, stand for him, that public speaking, be confident. This is the most common things in this competition world, so that wherever he go, no matter if I'm not there, he can stand by himself and be more confident.
After the break, how seniors in Hong Kong are keeping up with younger people in the digital age. Stay with us. Welcome back to Pearl Magazine. It may be hard to remember a time when we didn't need some sort of digital device to interact with the rest of the world. For most of their lives, seniors got along just fine without laptops and smartwatches. Still, the digital age is here to stay. So how can seniors get up to speed in our digital world without being overwhelmed by lightning-fast technologies? Tonight, we meet some seniors who believe it's never too late to learn new tech.
A handy 360-degree camera connected to a tablet computer. With virtual reality goggles on, it's like being live at the scene with a 360-degree view.
We don't need to set a background for this 360-degree camera. It can capture footage from everywhere.
I hope to bring beautiful views to the elderly living in North District. Old people have old memories, so this is fresh.
Exactly how do you make a VR video? This group of seniors has the answer.
我哋影下啲白鴿飛下啦，嗱，跟住慢慢上去，我哋望望天空先。啊，今日咧就陰天啲，就冇乜雲。
朝頭早啲草咧，冇啲猛太陽曬過咧，就好青綠，好靚㗎。
哇！呢度真係好多雀喎，不過你今日就風大啲。 咁咧就慢慢影下佢啦。
Locked in, Ayun and Ken love video photography. They often hang out together and explore places. They also like to use their cameras to record whatever they come across.
嗱，而家咧我哋再上多嗰度，你見唔見到嗰度前邊嗰個最篤嗰度咧，嗰條斜路咧一就差唔多到㗎啦。
The three friends, all aged 60 and above, go hiking together from time to time. It's good exercise for them and a chance to capture views of the countryside.
就因為我哋喺中心嗰度咧，係就開咗個
We started an online chat group.
咁有就阿雄哥咧，咁話去行山，咁我哋就幾個。
When Ken suggested hiking, we asked a few friends to go hiking or cycling together.
單車啊，咁周圍去嘅，咁啊主要咧就係
Ken is the main organizer.
我哋再唔做運動咧，我哋
If we don't exercise now, our bodies won't be able to cope later. Working out keeps our joints flexible, and then it'll be much easier to work or walk.
方便啲，行路都方便啊嘛。
1、2、3。
The three met in a community center 3 years ago. Since they live close to each other, they became good buddies. Every time they go out, they take photos together.
我哋幾個咁樣一路行咧，咁
The three of us have been friends for many years. Taking photos give us memories to look back
好大
on.
回憶㗎。
While the world keeps moving forward with new technology every day, the trio continue to learn them. Recently, they learned how to use a 360-degree panoramic camera and also how to make virtual reality or VR videos. Sometimes they also put on uniforms and work as digital instructors at the community center. On this day, they went to Untying River in Shengshui with another friend, Amei, to get some VR footage.
得未啊咩？
得啦 ，OK， 可以。
而家我哋首先咧，我哋介紹下呢個雙魚河景色㗎。見啊，
呢邊，對住呢邊。
即係向你呢邊啊，雄哥係咪啊？
係啦，向呢邊係啦。
對面嗰度咧，嗰個就係華山㗎啦。
係。
咁我哋行多10零20分鐘咧，就可以去到華山嗰個入口嗰邊㗎啦。五同河啦，其實仲有一個特色咧，係早幾年前咧，佢就將佢咧係可以同呢個大自然更加好啲嘅，即係個環保啊！佢哋做咗嗰啲叫太陽板發電啊。
After Ayun and Loktin's introduction, Ken went to another location nearby for shooting. He prefers using this portable camera to capture 360-degree images.
This small camera is the best for filming and the most convenient. We're getting old and cannot carry a big camera. This one is light and good for us filming. It's also not difficult to use. You can control it while using your mobile phone. It gets views of 360 degrees and it's three-dimensional.
Since all four of them live in Shengshui, they have a great affection for the district. With their cameras, Loktin and Ayun hope to capture images of places which could soon disappear.
It has changed a lot since I first came here. We didn't have solar power lights or construction sites in the past. I think Untying River and its beautiful scenery that I've seen are gradually disappearing. I feel a bit sad, but hopefully the views can be kept with our VR recording. We are slowly getting old. When we first moved here, the district was like the countryside. Now it's slowly becoming a busy urban area.
A social worker helps teach senior citizens VR filming and hopes her elderly friends can record details of their daily life. She says the new technology can help them record the unique scenery of the North District, and the people who watch the VR videos can enjoy the scenery too.
It's a platform for the seniors to communicate and learn new things. They can present to the community through these VR goggles and show it to all the residents. So they're able to enjoy the virtual tour through the videos so they can see how the North District has changed.
我哋咧嗰日咧中心咪拍咗個 VR 短片嘅嚇，咁我哋做成咗出嚟啦。我哋睇下而家嗰個程序睇下做得點樣先，好唔好啊？
After their trip to Untying River, Loktin, Ayun, Ken, and Amei finished a VR movie. After some editing, the final video is ready. Now they just need to check if there are changes to make.
咁我哋啊交俾雄哥啦，雄哥呢條片喺度嘅。
哇，好靚喎！而家先至睇到。
係啊。
咁樣我哋俾啲長者睇到，咁啊就見咁啊可以睇得到晒生活嘅角度。
They'll use their self-enhancement and new knowledge to share what they have seen and heard with the elderly in the district. Even though Shengshui has developed into a new town, it's still home to many seniors.
大姐，我打義工啊，係嘛？黃姑娘帶我哋嚟探你啊。
On each visit, they bring new technologies or new gadgets with them. On this day, they brought the movie they shot with the new VR camera.
介紹下北區嗰啲，我哋區內嗰啲地方，等你有啲回憶啊！即係有時咧，係啦，冇錯啊！以前嘅地方你去過咧，同而家有咩分別咁樣？嗱，你可以提高，係放低咁樣慢慢，即係咁樣睇，係啦。
可以望到左右都有嘢睇嘅，你去咗。
啊，好嘢！影得啦！
睇得好清喎，睇得好清喎。
Dai Zhe lives alone in Lingshan village in Shengshui. She used to have a small family-style shop, which didn't require working outside her house. Her husband passed away 10 years ago, and the small shop closed. Since then, she has stayed at home alone. This time, the volunteers brought VR goggles for her. She eagerly watched the film.
It feels that I am visiting the place. I can see the goats, and they're so close. I looked at it as if I was traveling. It's as if I was walking by the river when I was young.
Though it was not easy to make the video, the volunteers think the effort was worth it, as long as Dai Zhe is happy to watch it.
She was responding to the video. She's responding, and that means she's happy to see the old Shengshui. That is what we wanted. Even though the shooting day was hot and we worked really hard. But it's a success.
I'm physically able to visit other seniors. I also learned many new skills at the center. Hopefully, I can use these skills to help more elderly people in the community, so more of them can enjoy the new technology.
I think age should not be used to restrict a person unless they have physical constraints. Some refuse to leave their homes even in their 60s or 70s. These are our targets. We hope they can adopt our interests too. We can do it together and eventually bring them out of their comfort zones. Even though we are at a certain age, at a certain stage, we can still go out and enjoy ourselves.
That's our show for this week. Over the next few weeks, Pearl Magazine will take a break for No Poverty Land, a 12-part series on China's effort to lift its population out of poverty. Pearl Magazine will return after the series wraps up. See you then. Good night.